Alright, check 1 2 1 2 3. How's it coming through? Welcome back to my little corner of the universe. It's your boy Chow. Today is Monday, August 9th, 2021. And nothing much today. Just gonna hang out and play the Splinterlands with you. And just gonna go through some of my favorite common cards and just a little bit more tips and tricks that I haven't covered from last couple of videos. Alright, I finished my neutral quest today and I did a tiny little push to get to see if I can get to the top 100 or at least the leaderboard. I did a little calculation. I just need to get to about 2800, which is about 200 from here. It's doable to get into the winning for, but after going through a little bit today, it's actually pretty hard. You know, I would be giving up my loot for Diamond 3 just to try to get to the ranking, and I don't know if it's worth it or not. But I still have 5 days to decide. Let's see how the next couple of days goes. But so far, I'm still collecting my SPS and my DC points and just collecting more. Now we got to, it's slowing down on the APR, but we're still, like we said, stabilizing around 20 some cents. Alright, let's go through some of the most favorite common cards that I like to use. Number one, like I said from my previous, I like to sell like fire summoner cards, so I don't really concentrate any of them. So I don't know any of the fire ones, and I just try to sell them and or give away any of my common fire cards. But for water, which I know a lot, this the sea monster is probably my favorite cards because the heal ability. When you're starting out, it's you're just trying to stay alive, staying alive, and the level 6 is not as a nice jump as if the thorn was at level 5. Why? Because at level 5 is where the cap for silver is, right? Silver is your common cap for 5. So these are the levels you really want to check their spells if you want to play around where your cap is. Like, so level 8 commons for 8. Once you get to diamond, then everything's max, right? It doesn't matter. But for a little bit lower level, below that, bronze, it helps a little bit. But looking at usually the cards get their power spike around level 5. So for this card, I thought about leveling to 6. There really is no point, because once you go to the next level, this actually becomes not that useful anymore. So level 5 sea monster is a great, usually is a pretty cheap card. No point getting any higher than that. This game is also using your resources to the maximum level to get the best cards and best deal. I think part of this stats at around this, like getting 500 cards where you're not really getting any extra abilities, you're just getting another health. So it's a great card at this level, but after that it's pretty much useless. So a level 5 sea monster card. Let's move on. The genie also is a great card. I have it at level 6. Usually you need to level 6 is good enough. I use it a lot in gold, obviously, and any higher than that is kind of a waste. I think that's when I first started out looking at these cards. I just combine all my cards and see what happens, and later I found out it was a big mistake. This I use sometimes. The pirate captain for the buff. It's kind of weird to have a range, to have a buff that inspires your melee attackers, but it's okay. It's pretty good to use sometimes. Alright, now that's pretty much about it for. I don't use any of these other cards, but these 3 cards, and sometimes the turtle, if it's like the meaning ones. Those are my favorite cards, common cards for the water summoner. Now let's go on to the forest, the green ones. The first one, obviously, this one is like the sea monster of the earth monster. Alright, let's look at his stats. It has its ability, starts getting ability at 3, but like I said, level 5. It's one of those ones that doesn't have it. I think rare ones, if you look at some rare cards, their jump will be like this is my favorite rare one of the, yeah, their jump is around 4 to 5. So their ones you can get them at around 3 or 4. But keep in mind, obviously, the league with the 4 and 5. Okay, what the breakpoint is, so you don't go overboard or waste your money on some cards that you kind of like. Everybody's limited. If money is no object for you, yeah, go ahead and buy up all the max level cards on the market, and you're set. And see how far you can get. But for everybody in between, especially around gold and diamond, this is where playing around with our budget, basically, and getting the best cards and what are the mechanics. All right, so I use this a lot in combination with the wood nymphs. This is a really nice card, and it's probably really expensive, $300 for a common card, and its breakpoint is around 6, and it's very useful all the way up into gold. So I have that around level 6. So double heal is one of my favorite combos to use. Like this one, I have a legendary. Obviously, the Hydra obviously is one of the coolest, the best cards in the set, where you can retaliate. You can use triple heal with another skill. But yeah, that's about the best one in the wood. Sometimes the vulture's okay at higher levels, but these two it's a good combo to get you to silver. Alright, let's move on to the life summoner. Starting with the heal again. This one heals the tank, the divine healer. They also break points above 5 and 6. So most of the common card skills is break points above 5 and 6. So I think they made it exactly like that, so people don't cheat around the mechanic too much. But it's kind of handy. The Silver Shield Knight is kind of handy sometimes, because of the, like I said, it's a common card, but it has extra skill around 5 and 4. So having it a 4, unless you want to go to 8, which is the next level, gold max level, it's good to have a Trampede also, but having a 4 to get you around silver or below is a pretty good deal. Sometimes that one is good for sneak when you combine, because it inspires, and tankiness is not that tanky, but other things it's situational. The life, lower level life doesn't have that much good. Yeah, this is okay. Cape Slug is okay, but the healing is the one that in conjunction with my neutral Hydra is probably my best setup to do on most situations. Alright, moving on. Now let's see, last one is the death before we go on to the neutral and the dragon. Death I don't use that much. It's probably my second weakest. None of these I really use that much. We're just looking at commons, not the legendaries. Yeah, the common cards for death, probably the Undead Badger use sometimes. The combos I like to use on death is usually needs a little higher level up. Like the Phantom Soldier. Yeah, but I cannot hit them out. We're just looking at common cards. The Twisted Gestures, and even their main tank, it's a Haunted Spirit, is a rare card. So this is my other, say, base tank card with the heal, and you can get the Reflect at level 4, which is doable for gold. Alright, now we're moving on to Dragon. Alright, Dragon, my favorite class. You can use them for pretty much every other summoners. Now the summoner is a common one, but it's pretty useful, versatile, since it's pretty cheap when I got it at max level, so I went ahead and got it. And everything else is, this is my favorite card right here. But we're talking about legendaries. Well, this dragon, it carried me pretty far. Other than that, there's not much common cards in the dragon, so we're gonna go down to the next one. And neutral. Alright, for neutral, this is when I first started out. You want to have a bunch of neutral higher level cards with you, because they can be used for every other one. But neutral, their stats and their powers don't get additional, not as much, at least, for the other. You're right. Well, this one has some. It has one at 5 and 6. So you really want to look at each one of their scales. Yeah, this is one's at 5. Since a rare card, so you probably will not be useful until later on. Right. This card, I almost have enough for the next set. At 6, it could be situational, you know. For cards like this, you really want something that gives you the extra stats. Alright? We move up there. So, yeah, that's all I have for the favorite cards. The Cyclops was really cool at first when I didn't have other cards to play with. The Hobgoblin with the double strike is pretty useful. Now, once she gets there, the double strike, you want the attacks to be, every extra attack with double strike will give you double the extra, right? So obviously a level 3 or 4 with extra, or say 6 if you can afford it, is actually a good breaking point to have. I have a level 4, which is just right around extra health and extra attack. Pretty nice little breaking point. Like this one, for example. Right, level 5 and level 6 pretty much the same. You gain 1 health, but you require almost double, just the cards to get there. So this is the one where I have it when it's kind of cheap. A long time ago, I got a level 5. Just have a level 5. There's really no point get to level 6. For those who want just perfectionists, this is what they get you at. It's pretty much the same abilities, and it's a really good card that I use. The bull before gold, anything, or before diamond, sometimes situational. If I have the Hydra, I use that. So that is that. Also, if D City is another game on the Steam or the Hive network, as it's called now, and they have actually a cross kind of promotion event where if you use 500 Dark Energy crystals within like a day or 2 days, you get a chance to get this dice pack, which I happened to get last I think a couple of days ago. Yeah, the last time around. So it's about $70 worth, pretty good. And 500 DEC is probably about 25 cents. So it's nice, cool. This is like the cross. This is what the metaverse, right? It's like a cross, Splinterfest. Well, DEC is a whole different game. I don't want to get into it too deep, but that's a little cool thing that I realized. And if you guys have that game too, check it out. Why not? You can just, I think you just need a little bit of start, and you just send a little bit of Dark Energy crystals. Since it gives you a chance for the dice pack, which is, there's not much left. I think once that goes out, this promotion with the D City will end too. And I'm really thinking about getting 200 with it, but I haven't thought about it yet. I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking about it. But anyways, that's one thing. And also one of the events, another DCD cross promotion, where if you have 10,000 entry, which I entered, You can enter their special tournament. The prices are really high. Look at that, 33,000 DC, and it goes up to 32 places, and only 20 people have entered so far. I think there's more people catch up once the day comes, but you can get these entry tickets also from obviously the city where these cards, I think gamer cards, give you some entry tickets, but it requires they can only give you a little bit. For people who want to enter right away, you can go to the Hive engine market and just go buy the entry ticket yourself, which is right now at the current price. It's about $2 to enter that tournament. And the good thing about this tournament, this one, it's a bronze league, so anybody with the bronze, any card is capped at bronze. There are other tournaments that have a higher league, like golden. This one I've seen. There's a diamond one right here, which you can try to enter too. But I'm trying out this one just see how many people enters, and I have some cards and probably good chance for me to place in the top 32. So there you go. You can buy the entry ticket right here. It's getting a little pump. I think because people are finding out about the promotion. Just need to buy 10,000 entry here. Current price is about $2 or $2 to $3 for a chance at that. All right, that's all I got for you. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know in the comments. Throw down, say hi with your battle username, and even if you're not my affiliate or my referral, drop down. I might send you some free normal cards, and let me know any other stuff you want to check out. And peace. I'll see you on the next one. All right.